Now second note we have without actual division. These type of questions they may ask. Without actual division, we can say that the given fraction is a terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal, we can tell. If you know what is terminating decimal, then we can tell it is non-terminating. If it is not terminating, it will be non-terminating only. So without actual division, we can say that the given fraction is terminating decimal if the factors of b, that is a new denominator, if the factors of the denominator should be 2 and 5. It should not be other 2 and 5. It may be 2 square. Okay, it may be 2 square, it may be 5 square, 5 cube. Okay, it should be 2 and 5, or it is only 2, it's acceptable. Only 5 is also terminating decimal. You should not get the factors of the denominator other than 2 and 5. Suppose if you get 2, 5, along with 2, 5, if you get 3, then it is a non-terminating decimal. Very clear. Remember, if we want to tell the given fraction is a decimal, terminating decimal, the factors of the denominator should be 2 and 5. No other factors should be there. So let me take one example. That is 11 by 20. Okay, I will take one example, 11 by 20. So denominator, you see, denominator is what? 20. Here the denominator is 20. What are the factors of 20? What are the prime factors of 20? 20 can be written as 2 10 times. 10 can be written as 2 5 times. So 2, 2, 2. So therefore the factors of 20 are 2 to the power of 2 into 5. Here what happened? The denominator is 20 and the factors of the denominator are 2 and 5. So therefore this fraction is a terminating decimal. Okay, very clear? In order to say that whether it is a terminating decimal or non-terminating decimal, without a division, what we have to do is, you have to take the denominator. For the denominator, you find the prime numbers. Okay, you can solve it by prime factorization method or tree method. You have to find the prime numbers, and that prime numbers should be 2 and 5, no other number. So very clearly 20 is the denominator. If I find the prime numbers for this, either like this you can do, or by division method or LCM method, any method you can do. So I got here 2, 2, 5. That means 2 is repeated 2 times, 5 is repeated 1 time. So for the 20 denominator, we got the factors 2 and 5. Hence, it is a terminating decimal. This is how we do without actual division. Suppose if I do division, whether we will get terminating or not terminating, we will see. 11, 20, it is not possible. Put 0.0, 20, 4s are 100, 10 is the remainder. Already put the decimal point. Take 0, 20, 4s are 100. What we got? Here the remainder is 0. Definitely 11 by 20 is the terminating decimal. So very clearly he told that without actual division means what you have to do is, you have to take the denominator, you have to find the prime factors for the denominator. It should be 2 and 5, or only 2 is acceptable, only 5 is also acceptable. Other than that you should not get. If you get 2 or 5, if you get both 2 and 5, then it is called as terminating decimal. If you get other than that, it is non-terminating decimal. Please note down this one. Okay, so this is the example for the non-terminating decimal. By using the denominator, we found out that the given fraction is terminating or non-terminating. So I'll take one more example. That is 43 by 60. 43 by 60. Okay, there is no need of division because he told that without actual division. That means you should not do divide. So 60 is being given. 60. What are the factors of 60? You have to find all the prime numbers. 60 can be written as what? 2 into 30 times. 30 can be written as what? 2 into 5 times. Sorry, 2 into 15 times. 15 can be written as what? 3 into 5 times. So 60 can be written as 60. The factors of 60 are 2 square into 3 into 5. Very clearly, we should get 2 or 5, both 2 and 5. But here what we got? We got other than that 3 also we got. Therefore, it is non-terminating decimal. I told you, if this should be terminating decimal, you should get the factors only 2 or only 5 or both 2 and 5. But we got here along with 2 and 5, we got 3 also. Other than 2 and 5 we got. Okay. So therefore, okay, this is non-terminating decimal. Sorry. Apart from 2 and 5, we got 3 also. Hence, 43 by 60 is a non-terminating decimal. If you want, you can check by doing the division. Right? Yes, please note down this one. Yes. One more example I will take. 66 divided by 180. Remember, this fraction is not in the lowest form. That keep in the mind. Whenever you want to check whether it is terminating or not terminating, you should see that the given fraction is in lowest form or not. If it is not, you have to convert that into lowest form. So definitely this will go with 6 ones are 6 ones are 6 threes are. So that means I will get 11 by 30. So this is in the simplest form or this is in the lowest form. In order to check the given fraction is terminating or non-terminating, first what you have to do is you have to see that the given fraction is in the lowest form or not. Earlier too it was in the lowest form. So here 66 divided by 180, they are not in the lowest form because both can be divided with the 2, both can be divided with the 3, both can be divided with the 6 also. So that is why when I divide with 6 I will get 11 by 30. Definitely this is in the lowest form. Now 30 is there. So the denominator is 30. Check for the 30. 30 can be written as 2 15s are. Okay, 2 15s are or 3 10s are. Either way you can write. So 15 can be written as 3 5s are. So that means denominator 30 we got the factors as 2, 3, 5. What I told, we should get either 2 or we should get either 5 or we should get 2 and 5. But other than that, you should get no values. But we got 3 as the factor. So therefore, 66 divided by 180 is not a terminating. It is a non-terminating decimal. Yes, please note down this one. In your definition, sir,